an eargasm of learning and a no-fuss show. Welcome to the Creative Talk Podcast, where you can learn straightforward topics about branding, digital entrepreneurship, online business, and many more with your charming host, John Santos, along with inspiring entrepreneurs, creators, and thought leaders worldwide.
If you love food, you will love our guest today. He makes everyone hungry, creating wonderful videos on TikTok, on Instagram. He is amazing. An Italian food expert. There you have it, guys. Italian food expert. And not only that, Italy Ambassador Awards special award winner. Wow. A digital creator with 141,000 Instagram followers and a whopping 209.2 thousand TikTok followers. Wow. Our special guest, very handsome, very humble, amazing, Elpidio DiFranco. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, for having me. Wow, that's a fantastic introduction. I think you should wake me up every morning with this. It's such an ego boost. Thank you so much, though. Thank you.
Man, I am a fan. You know, you're not because your content is really, captivating, but I love the authenticity. It's so natural when you're doing your videos, when you're cooking. It's very evident that you're having fun, and that that speaks a lot on the content that you create, and it really touches people's lives. It really makes us, like me. It makes me happy more than hungry watching your video. So, man, well, I just want to say thank you for spreading good. I just want to say thank you for spreading good vibes and positivity.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, my channel. Yeah, like I'm Elpidio, like you say, I'm Elpidio from Italy, and I show to all over the world my food, the Italian food, and the love for my roots and for my country. Let's say like this. So yeah, this is what is the uniqueness about it. Yeah.
Wow. Well, Elpidio, I'm curious, right? Before we talk about tips in creating powerful content in food, I'm interested to know, and I know our listeners and viewers are excited to know, what's your story? Who influenced you, or what influenced you to be, a food content creator? Are you a chef? How did you came to be this amazing food content creator? The floor is yours, my friend.
So the first thing I have to say, I've always been a foodie all my life. Always like food, like in any way, in any circumstances. The love, again, like love from Italy, for Italy, and make me do that, like I used to live in London. I lived in UK for 3 years, and I lived in Amsterdam for another 3 years, where I did a lot of experience in the restaurant business, and but when I was going around, I was feeling that something was missing in me, and I started to appreciate Italy and my roots when actually was far away from it. Because when you are in it, sometimes you don't realize the beauty and how lucky you are. So you always look for something that it's somewhere else. But at the end, if you think about it, it's just under your eyes. You just have to see it, And this is what happened to me. I felt like I was missing Italy a lot, like food and everything. So working in the restaurant business, I always try to, I always try to put out content that represent my story,
Wow, I like that. It's not only you and your story, but listening from you, it's about your country, the beauty of Italy, the different places. Even though like you've said, you're born there, but you miss, because you're so used to it, right? And then you forget to discover more the beauty of the land, the beauty of the country. And I'm looking at, this is actually one of my favorite clip of you. You're forgive me, I'm ignorant in food. I just want to eat. But you're making a pasta, and at the back is like a beautiful river. Wow. Let me just read the caption. It's today I'm going to show you how to make absolutely delicious fettuccine. There you go. With orange and chili. Yeah. Fettuccine with orange and chili. And man, the background is I don't know, it's a lake. It's very beautiful.
Yes,
how did you come up with that idea to cook outside? Bro, a lot of chefs, a lot of cooks, a lot of food content creator, they do their content either in the kitchen, inside a house, and you're unique. You're outdoors. You're in the river. You're in there's one in a balcony. How did you come up with this idea, man?
Yeah, you just said it's pretty unique because people like chefs or like food influencers, they always register their content at home or at the restaurant they work in.
Yes,
but me,
yes.
I wanted to show also to combine the beauty of Italy with the food, because Italy is not just food, it's not just beauty of the paysage, it's everything together. So I came up with this idea and said, I need to create something that includes everything, and also it's called al fresco, Italy al fresco, because of that, because the Italian life is lived outside. It's a sunny country. Well, not today, it's a bit rainy, but it's a sunny country. And people live in the streets, in the piazzas, having their Aperol spritz, looking at the sun, so I wanted to include everything. So al fresco, this is my idea of al fresco and how I share it with the public. And also do it in English because I use the fact that I used to live abroad. So I speak okay English, let's say like this. So I kind of did it for not to be only in Italy, I wanted to be worldwide. So that's why.
Wow,
you can see my hand.
I love that. Yes. No. I love the idea, man. I mean, it's because yours. Now I get it. Why your content is really powerful. Because you are not only showing the beauty of making amazing dishes, great food, but you're also putting the spotlight on, like what you've said, different parts of Italy. So, like for example, that lake. And in a mountaintop, in a balcony, different places in Italy that you can possibly cook. So
I try to find always iconic places I made carbonara in front of the Colosseum, and
I saw that, man. That's amazing. You're making carbonara, and it's so easy for you, and the background is the Colosseum. How cool is that?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
wow.
a really nice experience, and I enjoy doing my content. It's I think this is maybe can be something that people should do. You should enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
This is what gives you the power. This will give you the motivation not to give up, doing something that you love.
And that's one thing that I really love about you. We have a lot of we have a lot of messages and contacts about food creators, chefs or food content creator. Our past episode is a food blogger and a food expert at Las Vegas Phil, and he's massive. And the reason why we chose you is because of that uniqueness. I mean, how it sounds so easy, but it's hard. You pick an iconic place in Italy, and then you go there, obviously remotely, and then you bring all those things with you, the stove, the ingredients. I could see bottles, champagne, spices, and everything, and then the camera, and then you gotta cook in front of the camera. How do you do all those things? Do you have a team with you?
I have a person that is supporting me right now, and so it's a camera lady. She takes videos and editing and stuff. But yeah, mostly I do the things like myself. I carry the stuff.
Wow.
The
Wow.
so I do the stuff. Like I do. Like I book my ticket. If I go with the car, I need to. I organize
Wow.
everything, like all my food. I like listed of ingredients, list of all the things that I will possibly need. I imagine myself the content in my mind, and I say, oh, okay, in this moment I will need a knife to cut the pancetta. Oh, in this moment, and so I make a list. It's like my content is pre-created in my mind, and then after
Wow.
I put it in practice, and of course the big help
Wow.
of the camera lady.
Wow, Elpidio, my respect for you, bro, just went off the roof. I mean, that's amazing. You're doing everything by yourself, the planning. I mean, the ingredients, the recipe, that's hard. Not alone the technicalities.
Well,
wait, I have a question. Before we go forward, this is me. I'm very interested. So when you're cooking already, right, in front of the camera, your background is a beautiful, iconic place in Italy. Do you ever make mistakes while cooking, or do you do a redo, or like one take, done, perfect, or do you make mistakes?
Well, on the food wise, like I don't really make any mistake because you shoot a step by step, like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
on the food I don't. It's kind of impossible to make mistake, but sometimes I say something bad with my like I say I mispronounce something, so I have to redo,
Oh, yeah.
and. But I keep those clips because at the end I do like backstage or something that will be funny,
Right.
and also to show to
Yeah.
people that even though the food is amazing, the view is fantastic, I'm human and I make mistakes too.
So that's like the behind the scene clips, right?
yeah, definitely.
I love that.
I
I
will
love
share
that.
soon also a big video. I have like many cuts, and you will see. It will be very funny.
Well, wow. Like I am a fan now more than ever because you just give us a glimpse of how hard content creation is, and mixed with your passion. Passion alone does not make the magic. It's hard work, it's consistency, and it's love. So that all of those ingredients I can sense and I can see in you. So thank you. Now, we've talked about creating content and you highlighting things, technicalities, and execution planning and everything. I'm excited, and I know our listeners and viewers are excited to know, Elpidio, what is the secret how to create amazing food content as an expert like you in food content creation in 2023? The floor is yours, my friend.
So basically, like you said, you need passion, first of all. Without passion, you don't do it. Then you have to create a content that speaks for you. You need to put your personal touch. Like you said, many chefs recording their food recipes in the kitchen or and I recording outside. So I combine the two things. And then like personal touch, first of all, and also quality content. Today we live in a very aesthetic world, So the picture, the lighting, also the equipment has to be of quality. Because, when you watch a video on TikTok or on Instagram, if the video is not really a great quality, you kind of tend to skip. So the pictures, they have to be, in my case, they have to be very beautiful, they have to be very inviting, but a bit more in general because we live in an aesthetic world lately. So
Yes, I agree.
So quality, passion, and hard work, and never give up. Because at the beginning, I was putting few videos out, and they were not going anywhere. I was like, wow, I get frustrated. But then, keep posting. It seems like how do you say that? These things is being said already many times, but it's the truth. You have to be consistent, because without consistency, you don't go anywhere,
Right.
This is
Wow. Elpidio, you mentioned that, don't be discouraged, don't be disappointed when you're starting up. And then you give me a tip of the iceberg there, that when you were starting, you're making content, you're throwing content out there, and it seems like nothing's happening. Can you give us a backstory of that? Were you disappointed, heartbroken that your content is not making hits on TikTok? Well, what's happening at that moment?
I was a bit sad, to be honest. I was like, I'm putting effort in it, and it's not really working, and but I think I was like this because I didn't see any improvement. But when I start to post more and consistent, I start to see that people start to comment, people start to follow, and from then was just like was like hard, like progress is not something that goes like this. It goes straight up, but something goes up, down, up, down, up, down. So every time I was feeling that I was going down, I remember, okay, I went down that time, and now I'm more up than before. So now I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna keep going, and like this, in this coming, like in 7 months, I think around, I got to 200K plus on TikTok and almost 150 on Instagram. So it's a really good result.
Wow! Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are those bringing in? Well, I assume it brings money. It creates profit for you, right?
Yeah. Basically, you have a brand collaboration. You have a platform, so they pay you. So you get like your
the
funds,
brand deals, right? Sponsors and everything.
Sponsors, yes.
Wow. We have a question from Jessie T on Instagram. She asked a question. What are your tips for starting creators that want to jump on food content?
Right. So basically, I think you need to be yourself. You have to have like a personality, because it's plenty of food creators. You just have to create your own niche, let's say like this, your uniqueness. Like I was trying to do at the beginning. I was saying like, okay, I'm going to create a content that is a food content, is Italian food, is already seen. What can be unique? So I said, I'm going to combine the travel around Italy and cooking at the same time. So you have to find your own voice. You have to be yourself and try to use this to create your content, because there is space for everybody on the platform. There is no everybody can be somebody on the internet, you know what I mean? You just have to find a way to express it,
I love that, man. I love that. That is very on point. Whoop, whoop. Another question, bro. Another question. This is the last question from Instagram. From Glad's Cos. How can I create money from food content? So I think she is already doing food content. I assume she's already creating content online, and she wants to either be monetized or create a profit, create a business out of it. Any tips from an expert like you who is already there?
Yeah, so basically platforms, TikTok pays, so post on TikTok to have like a fund, and also you have to have more income, like also brand deals. You have to create your own media kit, sorry. So with your own result.
Okay.
And then you have to present it to companies and to companies to have brand deals, Sometimes they contact you.
Propose, right?
Yeah, you need to propose yourself, but also the best way of proposing yourself is actually to create a beautiful content, so the brand wants to work with you. It's like when they see your content, this is your publicity. Say, okay, they see the potential in you. Say, okay, this person, if I make sponsor myself, I will it will create an amazing content for me, for my brand. So you have to
and I agree. I totally agree. Yeah, and you don't even need to sell yourself in that case, right? Because you have a powerful content and it's making hits. People see that beautiful content that you prepared, so you don't need to sell. They will be the one to contact you, and from there you can make deals, right?
Yes, yes, you have to have your own personality, definitely. It's all about personality, it's all about uniqueness, And sometimes you think, oh no, this tract of my character is not really, it's not true. Like, everybody's unique. We don't have to be everybody all the same, like if you are different, it actually can be a strength point, So you can put out what's
Right.
what's your personality, and people like it, people love it. I myself, like this.
Wow,
Also,
amazing.
You see me cooking. I'm the same at home. Like I'm excited about food. I talk to friends. Like when I see the camera, I don't see a camera. I don't see. Of course, for some aspect, I see content, and I need to follow like a line. But for a moment, I forget. I'm like in front of the camera, and I think that I'm talking to my friends there. So I'm myself.
Right.
So I used to be authentic. This is the try to be authentic.
I love it, and I totally agree.
People will text you.
I totally agree, man. Be authentic. Just enjoy what you're doing. Put your heart, your passion in the craft that you're doing. Wow. Thank you so much, Elpidio. You are an amazing human being. I love you, man. I love your craft. Keep bringing smile and passion to everyone, bro, and making us hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, I will definitely. I will make you hungry.
But we're not done yet. Elpidio, we are not done yet. We are not done yet. We started off with a brief story. We started off with a brief story, and we are energized off your tips, your values, and now is the time to play a game. It's called the Creative Fast Talk. I'm going to ask you questions, and you are not allowed to spend much time thinking what the right answer would be. First word that comes into your mind, you will say it. Are you ready?
Okay. Definitely.
Okay. Question number 1, Elpidio. Sun or snow?
Sun.
Wow, you love the hot summer vibes, right? Okay. Question number 2. Are you a structured person or are you chaotic?
Can I answer? I'm a mix of both.
Of course. No worries. So you're half structured and half chaotic.
Yeah. Like I need to have a base on structure, but then I just go like, I'm like very sensitive. So I'm like, okay, I'm like about feeling.
Right. Yeah. I love that. You start off with something as a baseline, and then you are free flowing, right?
Yes.
Love that. Next, Elpidio, love or money?
Love.
Very good. Next, Elpidio, if you were an animal, what animal would you be and why?
Okay, what animal would be? Oh, I think the first thing comes in my mind. It's like a bear.
Yeah.
And I think because bear is
why?
strong. It's strong. Bear. It's a wild animal. It's also a predator. But at the same time, it's a teddy bear on the other side. So like I can be a good guy also. Like both. I can be a predator.
I can be a huggable bear, eh?
You could hug.
Yeah, you can be a predator and then a huggable bear at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
Love that. All right, next. Elpidio, what are you afraid of?
What I'm afraid of? Oh, okay. Wow, this is really not really fast to think about it. What I'm afraid of? Sometimes I'm afraid also to disappoint my followers. I'm like, sometimes I think like, it would be okay enough for my followers, But then at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Like people, when you create like a link with people, it's kind of like they will trust anything you put out, you know. So sometimes I feel like sad about it, but then I'm like, no, because my followers like me, like the thing that I put out. So even if they're disappointed sometimes, and if maybe they don't like 100%, it's okay, you know. Like, we are not perfect, we are humans. So.
Yeah. Wow, that's a pretty it's a heavy thing for a content creator, right? Because you don't want to disappoint your followers, and you cannot please everybody. At some point, you will kind of disappoint, other people. Someone will like it, some of them will, a bit doesn't. So it's a bit of a struggle, and I understand where you're coming from at that point. Next question, Elpidio, what is your secret superpower? If you'll be given a power, what would it be?
My secret superpower. I think
if you will be given.
If I will be given.
Yes.
I think, like, if I would have like a superpower, no.
Yeah, if you you can fly or read people's minds.
Oh, right. Oh, yes. I think I'm between like being invisible and reading people's minds.
Why choose that? Being invincible and reading people's mind. That's that's the ultimate superpower, I think.
Reading people's mind, maybe, again, maybe, maybe I would say only invisible, because sometimes when you read minds of people, you can, there is no surprise anymore, So I like also, in Google Mind, I like to be surprised, I like to not to guess everything, but invisible, because sometimes I would like to be somewhere where I cannot, and I don't want to be seen,
That's illegal. No, I'm just kidding. Well, thank you, Pedro, for answering those silly questions, giving us your story, and most importantly, spending the time to be here with us on the show. I know you're a very busy person. You have a lot of promotions, social media accounts that you want to promote, any events that you want to promote. Please promote it now. The floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, so basically, from next month, I'm gonna put out my first ebook about recipes. So I'm gonna create it. I'm in the process of like writing recipes and putting out. So it'll be like quick, easy recipes that people can do in 20 minutes. When you're like hungry and you just want to have a good food, like good quality food, and not like to avoid to go to fast food, like in 20 minutes,
exactly,
which is like to take you to go in the queue, to maybe to wait for the delivery. And then in that moment, you can make your own food and can be much nicer. It actually cannot be very difficult or very, how do you say, time killing. It's really
time consuming, right?
Like a fast recipe where you can just go and make it in a very little time. And also,
Is it free? The ebook? Is it free, or do the listeners?
No, it's not free. It's not free. I will put like a price, but like a small price, just like
okay.
So not really. It won't be like expensive. It will be accessible for everybody. And also, I'm gonna do cooking classes in the Amalfi Coast this summer. So everybody that wants to come to Amalfi Coast this summer will have like a nice class with beautiful background, like a beautiful terrace, in a hotel terrace with view of the sea, of the Gulf, and all the beautiful stuff. So you can actually live the experience with me, like cooking al fresco with a beautiful background, and learn something.
Wow. That's nice. I'm Yes. Oh, Elpidio, where can they see and consume and watch your content, your social media icons? Please feel free to promote it here. Where can they find you?
Yeah, on Instagram, definitely. On TikTok, I'm starting also, like, it's not like very active now to YouTube, but I'm planning also to put out some content for YouTube, like a different kind of content, like more long, not fast recipe, more like when you go into details. So I'm planning this for YouTube, but the Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, I'm there.
There you go, guys. Amazing Elpidio DeFranco, the amazing Italian expert in food and digital content. So, guys, please do connect with Elpidio. Consume, watch, engage, comment, like, heart his content. I'm sure he will make you hungry and he will help you in your journey towards success. Thank you so much, Elpidio. Just a word, a shout out to our sponsors, Lad Enterprises, solar energy solutions that are affordable, practical, and environment friendly. AirAppLanding.com, the first text-to-speech that offers amazing content music to creators like you and me, and our official media partner, WhenInManila.com, the biggest online magazine in the Philippines and outside. Again, Elpidio DeFranco, guys, the amazing Italian food expert here on the show. My friend, I am a fan. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being with us here on the Creative Talk Podcast. I'm your host, John Santos. Don't forget to listen and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. See you again, always.